Let's all play What's My Line?
Well, good Monday, all bodies. Arlene, it's nice to see you again on Monday.
Thank you.
Did you have a nice weekend? I see. Meredith?
I had a great weekend.
That's terrific.
Perfect.
Welcome to the
I
program.
love being in New York.
Soup, welcome.
It's a great life if you don't weekend.
Oh, dear.
It's a great life if you don't weekend. Henry, I'm sorry you have to be subjected to this.
I didn't have any weekend yet.
Not yet.
No.
All right, then we'll start out with the fun for the beginning of the week. Would our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Johnny Hill. Well, where are you from?
Princeton, New Jersey.
Princeton, New Jersey. Panel, Johnny Hill is one of identical twins. Both she and her sister Michael are models and are part of a singing group known as the Devons. They also happen to be experts in another field, which we're going to ask you to identify. But first, we'll show the audience what the field is. And we'll start the questioning with Soupy Sales.
Thank you. It's Johnny?
Yes.
And your sister's name is Michael?
Yes, it is.
That's wild. No, I didn't. It's Johnny and Michael. This thing that you're expert in, does it take a formal education to become an expert in what you are?
Yes, it does.
Well, you mean in the sense of high school, college, that kind of thing?
Well, I mean, you have to go to school to learn to do this.
Well, not really. You have to go someplace to learn it, but it isn't, in a sense, a formal education. Meredith?
Okay. Johnny, do you and your sister do what you do indoors?
Yes.
Do you do it together always?
Yes.
Always?
Usually.
Usually, but not, well, we'll say it's
Okay.
sort of...
Do you have something else, like an object involved with you and your sister together?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
You don't.
2 down, 8 to go. Henry?
Is it in any way athletic, this thing you do?
Yes.
Now, you said you can't do it alone,
Yes.
but your sister can do it with you.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Isn't it?
When you're doing it, do you use anything that you handle?
No.
3 down, 7 to go. Arlene?
Would one consider what you do acrobatic in any way?
Not acrobatic, I
No.
guess. 4 down and 6 to go. Soupy?
When you do this, do you ever leave the ground?
Sometimes.
You mean, when you say sometimes, you mean like you would maybe bounce up and leave the ground like that way? Or ricochet off or something, I don't know. Like, like you leave the ground when you do this.
How do you... Well, yes, I think she gave you sort of a yes.
Yes,
Sometimes she
okay.
leaves the
Are
ground.
you ever in anything when you leave the ground?
No.
5 down, 5 to go. Meredith?
I think Soupy was thinking of what I was thinking, a trampoline. I don't know if you were, but anyway, I have another idea. Do you do things with your hands? Are you involved in karate or kung fu or something like that?
That's it. Karate. Johnny Hill and her sister hold brown belts in karate, and we will meet Michael Hill right now. Michael, would you come on out, please? Now then, I understand that you do other things besides singing and modeling and karate.
Yes, we've been doing some acting on the daytime series, such as Love of Life and Where the Heart Is.
Are both of you on the same one or different one?
Different programs.
Do you ever have to do one program together and one of you goes in on Monday, the other one goes in on Tuesday? And that way you don't have to get up early all the time?
No, we like our own money, you know.
I see. Well, the girls are going to give us a demonstration of their skill at karate. So, Johnny, if you would go and get into your karate suit, and Michael and I will have a little chat for a minute. Now, could you tell us something about your act, the Devons?
The Devons, it consists of myself, my twin sister, and a friend named Louise Stevenson, who also takes up karate.
And does she look like the two of you also?
Oh, she's 5'2". So it's kind of short.
Yeah. And what sort of an act do you have? Singing?
It's a singing act. We also do routines, and we've traveled, did nightclubs in the United States as well as abroad. And as a result of the karate, we're up for a film as bodyguards.
That's terrific. Now, we have a record of the girl's latest release on the Colossus label. It's called I'm Gonna Pick Up My Toys and Go Home. So, Lloyd, could you roll the record for a minute and let's hear how everybody sounds. How did you all get started doing karate now?
Well, someone dared us, and it's always good to know karate because we're on the road constantly when we sing and when we model. As you know, the muggers in the city and all over. So.
Have you ever had to use it for real?
Almost, not quite.
Almost, but not quite. Well, that's lucky for somebody. Is Johnny ready back there? She is. Okay, can we open the curtain then, Lloyd, please? And Michael, if you would wander up and tell us what you're going to do and then do it.
All right.
That would be terrific. Johnny and Michael Hill.
Oops.
I talk about sibling rivalry.
Oops.
That's it.
That's good.
Brown belt. Are you in a more advanced stage?
No, it's just that you couldn't find a brown belt.
Oh, what a shame. So you brought your purple one.
Yeah, well, we're up for a black belt.
Are you really?
Yes.
That's a very advanced stage. You
Yes.
come very close when you kick.
Right, exactly.
That's dynamite. Now, if I was going to come at you,
Sure, come on.
how would you break it?
All right, I'm going to show the women. All you have to do is just hold your arms like this, and like you're touching your toes. That's all it is.
That's all.
Now, if someone attacks you,
What'll I do?
choke.
Oh, I don't want to do that. You all
Hard,
right?
real hard.
Okay, all right.
Hard.
Well, I really don't want to hurt you.
Go on.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
And retaliate.
You could get your glasses broken that way.
34720. Order now.
We're back, and would our next challenger enter and sign in, please? Walter Leonard. Leonard. Where are you from, sir?
Plainview, New York.
Plainview, New York. Okay, panel, Walter Leonard is involved with the product that you see before you. Before you try to figure out what it is, we will show the audience just what this device is. And we'll start the questioning with Meredith MacRae.
Yes, Mr. Leonard, could your product be used by both men and women?
Yes, it can.
Would your product always be used indoors?
Yes.
Does your product have anything at all to do with any type of film, like slides? It looks kind of like a slide projector type thing.
No.
One down and 9 to go, Henry.
Is this usually found in an ordinary home?
Not usually.
2 down and 8 to go, Arlene.
It's not found in an ordinary home. Is it found in an extraordinary home?
It's not usually found in an ordinary home.
It's not usually found in an ordinary home,
Right.
but can it be used other places besides the home?
Usually is.
It usually is. May I rule out that it has anything to do with a safety device or a burglar alarm?
Yes. She may rule that
Yes.
out.
Yes. Does something, is there something automatic or electric connected with that?
Yes, it is.
Does it reproduce anything whatsoever, either sound or picture?
No, it doesn't.
3 down and 7 to go, Soupy.
When this thing is found in a, you say it's found in a building, right?
Yeah.
Usually, yes.
Yeah. Would in this building, would it be found near sometimes a bank
Well, it could be, Soupy.
Well, does
but
it-
it is not necessarily.
Does it indeed have something to do with money?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Meredith.
Yes, could I use your machine?
Yes, you could.
Does it have anything to do with... would it be beneficial to me?
Well, not really, no. 5 down and 5 to go, Henry. I'll give you this one hint. It's used in an office rather than just a building, you know?
Right.
Oh, that's a peachy hint.
Okay.
Anybody can get it from that.
Sure.
Does the user of this machine put anything in it?
Yes.
Would it be paper?
Yes.
And we've already said that it doesn't reproduce what's on the paper, right?
That's right.
Does it shred the paper? You know,
It shreds the paper is what it does. There's an electric wastebasket. Walter Leonard is district sales manager for Michael Business Machines Corporation, makers of the Destroy It electric wastebasket. Would you show us how it works,
Really?
Mr. Leonard? Inside now, you could have a Christmas office party with what's going on in there.
Is it expensive?
Confetti?
They range from very inexpensive ones to fairly expensive
And
ones.
what's so wild? That was my contract.
What is the purpose of that kind of machine?
Well, for security purposes, you may want to destroy paper that you wouldn't want anyone else to read.
And so you have to have that to do it, hmm?
You should have one.
All right. Can we take a... there are larger models here.
There are larger models. This is the smallest.
You want to see a larger model? Jennifer, would you be a larger model?
It's a large model.
Here is your larger model. Thank you, Jennifer. Now, what do we have here?
This is one of the smaller models, a little bit larger than the one on the stand.
Okay, could you show us how this one works?
Is this what the government uses to shred
We use
its...
more sophisticated models. Yes.
Now,
Look at
how
the
wide
shred.
are those little strips of paper there?
The one I'm using now shreds 3/32 of an inch. They come as fine as 1/32 of an inch.
Is that what the government wants, 1/32?
Yes.
What do they do with the
at
shredded
that.
paper?
Anything they want to, I guess.
They throw them at parties.
That's extraordinary. Now, how much does this cost?
This one sells for $249.
And how much does that one cost?
$120.
Now, how expensive do they get, these machines?
The very big ones go up as high as $3,000.
Now, why are they so much?
Well, these take larger bulks of paper, and they have conveyor belts to them and destroy things.
You could destroy a library with that.
Yes.
Who has a big $3,000 one?
Well, the government has many of them.
The
They're
government?
destroying quite a lot of things down there.
Well, the Pentagon has a lot of secrets, and they don't even want to know about them themselves. Isn't that remarkable? Put some more in, would you?
Sure.
Please, that's really fun. Boy, if I'd had that when I had a report card, wouldn't that have been terrific? Would that be marvelous to be able to take that home? Isn't that dynamite? Okay, thank you, Chet. In view of the fact that it's Monday, why don't we start off the week with a little who's who?
Why don't
Lloyd, can we open the curtain, please? Here are 4 folks who have graciously consented to play Who's Who with us. A mental hygienist, a file clerk, a secretary, and a teacher. You have to hand out the card so that each person holds a card, states her occupation. You have 20 seconds. We'll start with Soupy. Ready, set, go. That is not correct. And here comes Meredith MacRae.
First of all, hygienist is spelled wrong.
And that is not correct. And here comes Henry Morgan. And that is not correct. And here comes Arlene Francis.
That is right.
And that is also not correct. And you have beat the panel. Congratulations. And now would you hand the cards around so that each person holds the correct card? There we have it. And now would you tell us who you are, please?
My name is Rebecca Goldstein. I'm from Manhattan, and I'm a file clerk.
Okay.
My name is Sister Mary Jenkins, and I'm a teacher at St. Vincent Ferrer High School in Manhattan.
My name is Mary Burgess, and I'm a mental hygiene therapist from Queens.
Okay.
Lillian Larson with Celanese Fibers Marketing Company Secretary.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies. You have won $100, and we have a special gift for each of you, and thank you for playing Who's Who on What's My Line. Thank you.
Each member of the Who's Who team will receive a Samsonite Silhouette Softy, the casual carry-on suitor, featuring 3 compartments for a...
07671. Order now.
We are back, and it's time for the special feature of What's My Line, the appearance of our mystery guest. Are your blindfolds all in place, panel?
That's right.
And would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, you have roughly 2 minutes to discover the identity of our mystery guest. We'll go one question at a time. We'll start with Arlene Francis.
Well, they're crazy about you, that's for sure. Is it because you're so well known on television?
Well, I don't know.
I think that means yes.
Yes.
Soupy?
Is that because you're on a show of your own? No.
Meredith?
Have you ever had a show of your own?
Oh, yes.
Henry?
Are you in a show that's on now?
No.
Arlene?
When you were in a program, was it a dramatic program?
None.
Soupy?
Was it in a comedy? Well, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Meredith?
More situation comedy than variety comedy.
No.
Henry?
Was not saying something like the variety. Did you play a regular part each time this program was on?
Boy, that's hard to answer, Henry.
It's easy to ask.
Yeah. Yes and no, I guess, huh? Arlene?
Well, are you the kind of a comedian that could appear at a nightclub?
Yes.
Soupy?
Are you appearing in a nightclub now? No.
Meredith?
Are you currently appearing on the Broadway stage?
No.
Henry?
If you were doing what you do the most of, would it be in clubs?
No.
Arlene?
Is there any field we've missed?
No, but you didn't investigate the variety shows that were and aren't. And you had established that.
Is it, let me see. Were you in a variety show that had a particular star introducing it?
Yes.
Soupy?
Oh, would this show have been really a big show in the early days of television? Yes.
Oh. Meredith?
Were you the star that came on at the beginning?
Yes.
You bet him, Red Ryder. Henry?
Well,
we'll go for a couple because
should I go back as far as Sid Caesar?
Why don't you go that far back?
Fine.
Not only was Sid a whole era of television all by himself, but out of that show came some of the great writers and great directors of the day, and greatly influenced by you.
Oh, yes. There was Neil Simon, Mel Brooks, Tony Webster, Aaron Rubin, and a lot more that I can't answer right
Carl
now.
Reiner was there.
Carl Reiner, Howard House, Imogene Coca, beautiful.
Joe Stein was there. It was
Stein.
an incredible group of people that you had writing for you.
That's right.
And they all said that you were the leader.
Well, they were very good writers, believe me. They still are.
Now, you've just made a movie.
Yes, we made a movie called 10 from Your... Max Lieberman's 10 from Your Show of Shows.
10 from
And
Your Show?
it'll open in New York in a couple of weeks.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Do you set it up, or do you just, what is it, just sections of it, or are you in it now, as you are now, also?
No, it's from the original.
Or those were among...
those sketches, you mean, that were in the show of shows?
The greatest things, really, the funniest things, we got to break away. Max Liebman's 10 from the show of shows. Sid Caesar. Don't miss it. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is Chet Gould speaking for What's My Line, a Mark Goodson and Bill Taubman production. Miss Frances Gowns by Bongo Teller. This program was recorded